Well, I think that the behavior obviously has a lot of problems with it. The behavior itself, in terms of sexual contact, has a lot of physical, scientific, if you will, cultural problems. And by that I mean, throughout the length and breadth of our understanding of physics and all things that are physical and the science that measures everything from light to heat to distance to quantities,
Sure.
has found consistently that there is the negative and the positive, the neutron and the proton. Even the atom itself, were it all neutrons, there'd be no energy released, there'd be no life. The very building blocks of life is built on the negative positive, and everywhere you look in the universe, that is a consistent truth. It doesn't have to do just with humanity, but it has to do with every other physical entity as well. Opposites attract, positives repel one another. That's a basic scientific teaching. And the same is true in the animal kingdom, and the same is true in the physical kingdom as well. As I stated earlier today, that you need the equipment to possess or to act in the place thereof. If you're going to be a mother, you need a womb.
Right.
You absolutely positively have to have so. So I think physically, it is beyond insanity to try to make that which the entire universe yells out and says, that there is light and then there is dark. There is yes and there is no. There's positive and there's negative. Everybody there, right, is to deny them what we have long since the foundation of this nation stood upon. They won't talk about it because they feel that it makes you sound ignorant, that you're simply talking about what God says.
Right.
But it was God that made us male and female. It was God that gave the decree. And that's where the argument ought to go back to. So the vows to vow male to male is against God, because God says it's wrong. God says it's an abomination. God said it's a sin. And if God says it, then that's what makes it unconstitutional.
Whether or not people can be born that way.
Well, I would think that all things are possible. I really would. And I'm open to all things being possible. But I'm open to the possibility of things not happening. And what I would think is this. Here's my problem. If you're born with a womb and a woman's creativeness that makes you a woman, and you have no male sexual parts whatsoever, but yet you consider yourself a man, then I have to think there's something wrong with God. He made you, he misapplied you, he treated you wrong, he made you one way inside and made you another way outside. Didn't he know what the pattern was when he made you? So if it's possible, if anyone who was born a woman with a woman's womb, but yet a man's, then I would say that I'd have to wonder how deeply do I trust God, if that's the case.
So you're saying God would make a mistake?
Well, I would have to say that the God I serve doesn't make mistakes. Now, God does a lot of things, but once God starts making mistakes, I can't believe in. He just becomes another entity at that point.
Well, but I mean, then wouldn't
you
you also?
Would you call that person who's born that way a mistake?
No, I wouldn't.
I just
No. And